Hey everybody, I came across a really interesting video a few days ago and I wanted to make some feedback and leave some comments on this video here. Okay, so let's watch.
I can't write off a Rolex, but if I start a YouTube channel where I talk about watch trading and I start buying Rolexes and watches and hold them as inventory, the Rolexes that I spent my money on are inventory for my business, which now makes my watches ordinary, necessary, and reasonable in the pursuit of income underneath code section 162.
Okay, so what he said is start a YouTube channel and talk about a watch trading. So now that's a two different activity here that I'm seeing. Is he starting a content creating business or is he starting a watch sale, resale business? So there's two things going on here, okay? And he's citing the section 162A, which defines the ordinary and necessary expenses. And he said for the pursuit of income. And so for the pursuit of the content creation income, is watch trading and watch resale really necessary? Probably not, right? The camera equipments, the studio setup, if you have to rent a watch or borrow a watch, pay someone to rent a watch to talk about that particular product and show X, Y, and Z specifics of that watch. I could see that watch being a deductible expense, but in the nature of a YouTube channel content creation business, I'm not sure how a purchase of a watch can become ordinary and necessary expense. And so he also mentioned talking about watch trading doesn't necessarily require you to buy watches. I've seen a ton of YouTube channels there are nowadays that doesn't require you to buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari. You can simply talk about it. I don't know how that justifies in buying a Rolex. And so the next he goes on and to say he's going to buy a Rolex and hold it as an inventory. Again, are you buying the Rolex and holding as an inventory for the YouTube channel, for the content creation business? Or are you buying the Rolex and holding them as an inventory for the watch trading and resale business? Or are you buying the Rolex and holding them as an inventory just simply to talk about a watch in front of a camera for a few minutes? Which one are you talking about here, right? And so if the purchase of this Rolex and holding it as an inventory, and again, inventory generally means that you're holding it for resale, right? You're selling it, you're buying things as an inventory to sell it. And so number one, if there's no sale happening there, then it's not really an inventory. Then what is that inventory sitting there? Why did you buy it for? Is it sitting on your wrist? Right? All right. And so the next part, he says, the Rolex I spend my money on is inventory for my business. So my business, what my business are you referring to? Are you talking about a content creation or watch sale business? But from what I've seen here, he started the whole video by saying, if I start a YouTube channel. So in that context, buying a Rolex and holding it as an inventory is not really a necessary and ordinary business for a content creation business. Okay, so those two are the main areas that I'm generally confused with, and I want people to really see what's going on here in videos like this as to, is this really making sense, or are you simply just convinced that now you can go and buy a Rolex that you can write off simply because you have a YouTube channel that is talking about a watch trading? Now, another part the viewers need to think about is Mr. Carlton here. Is his motive for the video to tell everybody that you can buy a nice watch like Rolex for yourself to wear around and write it off? If that's the case, then clearly, as we all know, that's a tax fraud, right? Because you're writing off a watch as an expense that you bought it for personal use. On the other hand, is Mr. Carlton here talking about really starting a watch trading and resale business for you to buy a Rolex And Rolex could cost tens or more, tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars for you to spend that money and to sell it, right? Obviously, if you're in a watch trading business, you need to sell the watch in order for your business to prosper, right? Again, he said in the pursuit of income. Now you sold a six-figure watch product. Now you have an income to worry about that you need to pay tax on. So did you really write off your watch here? Or is he telling you to start a watch trading business for you to make a good taxable income that you end up paying tax on it? Of course, you'll write off the watch that you purchased. So you may have net income of X amount, or you may have a net loss. I don't know. But in the setting of starting a watch trading and watch resale business, this makes perfect sense to me. But you can answer for yourself. Is he really talking about starting a watch resale business for you, just a normal day-to-day people, to write off your Rolex as part of the inventory purchase and you make a sale and you make money off of it? Or is he talking about for you to write off the Rolex that you're wearing on your wrist for personal use, and by simply creating a YouTube channel where you can talk about your watch trading, now you can buy your Rolex you're wearing on your wrist is a tax write-off, right? So you can answer for yourself in these questions here. Okay, he ended the video by saying this watch purchase is now ordinary, necessary, and reasonable under Section 162A in the pursuit of income. And so in the pursuit of what income? YouTube channel income, and are you making income there? Or in the pursuit of sale of the watch? Watch that you bought for the inventory or the watch that you're wearing on your wrist, right? That's just my 2 cents on this video. I know this sounds very geeky, very nerdy, but again, Mr. Dennis, with a lot of confidence in front of the camera, he makes the videos very catchy, very nice, nicely edited videos. Does this speak the truth? I don't know. Is this really making sense to me? I'm also not sure. I don't talk to my tax planning clients to go ahead and start a watch resale business. That's not a normal day-to-day conversation when it comes to a write-off and tax planning discussion. I think I know what he's talking about here, but I don't want to jump the gun. But with that said, I'm very confused here, all right? So I just wanted to leave you with that today. Our firm, we provide annual and proactive tax planning services for our clients that we consult with them throughout the year based on what specifically meets and applies into each of our clients' situation. So if you're interested in having a consultation with us, feel free to reach out to us. Our office is located in Murrieta, California, and you can reach out to us using the email or our office number in the description below. Have a blessed day.